skateboarding, I think, is the most dangerous fucking sport ever because the options are endless of what you can skate, and you could hurt yourself in every which way. You could rack your nutsack on a 13-stair handrail, slide on your face, knock yourself out doing the loop, hit your tailbone on a side of a ledge. You could get hit by a car after landing a fucking handrail trick.
Yeah.
The options are endless of ways to get hurt. So in my case, I got 16 staples in the head, broken tailbone, 8 broken ribs, 4 broken ribs, 3 broken feet, 2 broken feet, 15 broken wrists, broken clavicle, and I've knocked myself out a baker's dozen of times.
Yeah, absolutely. That's some wild shit, man. I mean, it's the intensity of that, and you went harder than anybody. Pretty much in that. What do you think's like the wildest thing you've done back in the Jackass days? Was it on Jackass, or what's the craziest thing you've done?
I guess the most proud thing that I've ever done was the loop on a skateboard, because I was the 12th person to ever do it, and I was never really a vert skater, which is the type of skateboarder that would even try that to begin with. I mean, there's so many pros out there that have still chickened out to try it, and it took me 3 years to do it, because the first time they built it was in Orlando when we were filming for Jackass. So we had Matt Hoffman and Tony Hawk show up, and Tony Hawk he was the first one and only one to land it at this point. So I tried it, and I was landing in a foam pit, and I kept doing it to the point where I could tape the mat away and then try it. But of course I fucking looped around like Brian Schaefer, knocked myself out, and then went back for round 2 a year later at Bob Burnquist's house, and then because he built one too, and this dude, Bob, is so good at the loop that his phone was ringing at the bottom, and he was at the top where you roll in to do the loop, and he's like, "Who is it?" And I read who it was, and he was like, "Oh, it's somebody important. I got to answer that." So instead of sliding down, which he was contemplating doing, he's like, "Oh, fuck it." He just drops in Switch with a video camera in his hand, does the loop, and then answers the phone. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That should be the closing of your video part, just because that was so off the cuff and incredible.
Yeah, I mean, he had it down. But I mean, you said you're the 14th person?
Yeah, the 12th or 13th. It was me and Jason Ellis who roughly did it at the same time, so we tend to argue about it. But then I showed up in Phoenix, Arizona at the Tony Hawk Boom Boom Huck Jam, and everybody has given me all this crazy advice of what to do. Bob Burnquist made it so simple. He goes, as soon as you roll in, don't even pump. Just let it take you where it takes you. As soon as you hit the transition of the loop, lock your knees, stare at 12 o'clock, and follow the stickers, because there's a sticker line that goes like that. Yeah. So I said, okay, lock my knees, look at 12 o'clock. As soon as I dropped in, I did it first fucking try.
Oh, awesome.
So that's all you need to know. If you have the balls to try it, that's all you need to know. Lock your knees, stare at 12 o'clock, follow the stickers. It's not a backflip. It's more like a pause.